Hi, this is Rob from Tesla Owners US, and today we are going on a road trip to Santa Fe, New Mexico. So soon we're gonna be loading in a whole bunch of baggage, and the car will get full with 5 people going on a karate camp to Santa Fe, New Mexico. And you will be with us for the whole trip.
I pressed to say.
Hi guys, it's Rolf again. So the car is packed, or the SUV is packed, and we have a full packed car here. And you know Thiago already, right? Our Brazilian guy. And now you guys introduce yourself. So starting from right or from, yeah, good. Hey, go ahead, Harsh. So, hey, that's Harsh, is that, yeah? Okay, next one. That's Toshan. The next one.
Andre.
That's Andre. Okay. So we are on the way through the mountains here to New Mexico. And see you at the Cha-Cha. Okay guys, we switched drivers. Joe is driving now.
Hello there.
Hello there. First time electric car driver.
Yes, first
Right?
time. And
First time autopilot, first time autonomous driving or full automatic driving.
yes,
And I hope he has a blast. And
me too.
we changed some people here. Yeah, we exchanged. We needed a new driver. I was too tired. So if you can get tired,
Yeah, I mean, it's
when
like
nothing to do, right?
nothing. Yeah, I mean, my hands are on, but everything else is doing itself. You know, so it's quite okay. Now we're getting traffic up ahead. Looks
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, but it's two road work next 10 miles.
I see.
And yeah. Nothing,
So
nothing.
you're constantly gauging the purity of it,
Yeah.
and that can it affects the performance of it. Huh?
Yeah.
The plate.
Yeah. The jet engine efficiency.
And that's all part of your job too, no?
Testing them. No. What I do is I make sure all the paperwork is done correctly,
Yes.
and all the employees are.
So Joe is a typical American truck driver. Truck, right?
Yes.
So Tesla coming out with a truck,
Oh,
a very fancy truck.
interesting.
So looks like a cyberpunk truck.
Was that right?
Yeah. So they're coming out with
Oh, I'd like to
end
see
of
that.
summer in fall, probably. I'm guessing more in fall.
Oh, this
And it would be
this year?
Yeah, this year. But they show it first, and then they have to manufacture it, right?
Ah,
So it's gonna take probably another 2 years before you can see one on the road.
Ah, okay. Interesting. Well,
So maybe we can
being excited to see that.
excite you about the truck. Okay.
Well, be anxious to see that.
Yeah. That rest area is closed. The road closed.
Yeah, there, right in front.
Yeah. And we have tippies here as well.
Because the Navajo don't use teepees.
No?
No.
What do they use?
They call them hogums, and they're round,
Ah.
kind of round, earth-wise, like this. They call them hogums. But this teepee, no, that is not this kind of Indians from here.
New Mexico state line was it here? Ah. Here comes the sign. New Mexico. So we got another driver. This time it's Bobby. And Bobby, how's driving?
Excellent. really smooth, easy. Autopilot's not as scary as I thought it was going to be.
Unfortunately, got booted, right?
Unfortunately, yeah, hands were on the wheel, but not making enough wiggling of the wheel.
Yeah. So, but otherwise, it's nice.
Smooth,
Yeah,
yeah.
smooth. Good.
It's a great drive, great experience.
And you can still use cruise now, even if you got booted out of autopilot. If you want to pull it once on. Yeah, and it cruised. Now that's even.
Oh, it's 85.
It's going to 85, and you have to use that level and push it down. No, not that one. The other one.
This one.
Push that down. Yeah, you see that we're reducing speed. Yes, reducing speed. Now it's going still up 85. You see that?
Yeah, how do you set it then?
Okay, I'll show you again. Double click once. Okay, now you're on 75. Okay, good. So, and then like you did, you lift that level up by slightly, then it takes 1 mile more. Do you see that?
Yeah.
And then if you do it again, then another mile and so on. Okay, so you can still drive smoothly on cruise. So we are in the middle of New Mexico, about 65 miles away from Santa Fe. Check with you again. Bye. In passing.
He's playing with us now.
So after about 10 hours of driving, we arrived at the GCCC Community Center in Santa Fe. In Santa Fe, we trained there from Thursday evening to Sunday morning and had a tournament in between as well. And what you see here in front of you is the Santa Fe Community Center, where we had the big training hall. And during these days, we always charged our car directly at the level 2 charger, and the parking lot is covered with solar panels, so you can be sure that the energy what you're getting there is actually from photovoltaic, and this energy goes then directly during the training time in your car. And sometimes what you also see is that there are people coming in and out of the car and parking right next to you. And they're parking right next to you and sometimes are not that observing of the car next to you. If you can see that here, the key is very close, and also the door is closed so far. And there comes the kid out of the car. So she closes the door from here and goes to the other direction, and then she tries to pull the kid out of the car, and with that door is a little bit complicated. And that's why you're seeing now it hits the car. And this is why that car is and the other car, both of them are completely foiled, because this would have put a little dent in the car, or at least a scratch. And that's what you want to avoid in those parking incidents. And here they run away without anything. Now, the training was very extensive in the community center here. We had the whole day, and unless there was a Thursday or the Sunday, we only had partial training. But all the other times on a Friday or Saturday, we had training the whole day, starting from the morning up to the evening. And during that time, when you always have training there, it is very easy, also on the level 2, to get the car plugged in and then keep it there staying and keep it there charging. Now we have some people, they discovered the first time that there were a charger. and talked about, hey, there are power rechargers there. Let's watch that. And they don't know that these chargers are for free. So you don't have to pay anything because they're coming directly from photovoltaic. So here's the other car right next to it. And as you can see, both cars are plugged in. And they were plugged in all the time. Also, you can see there are the photovoltaic panels just directly at the top. And we occupied those places all the time. And every time we parked at that location, we were happy to find a parking spot there because that was always available, plug the cars in, and we had enough energy actually to, from empty, to fill up the cars and to drive around in Santa Fe to any additional event, to drive back to our Airbnbs, to drive back to any food dinner. Here you can see that the person with the baby is watching what is going on there, and is probably never seen there are chargers there where you can charge the car, and then they disappeared. So yeah, we were always happy that to stay there at that location, because from the photovoltaic energy you can park and charge at the same time, and we had to be there anyway for training. So use your time for training, and we're doing the training and charge there at the same time. So basically that portion of the trip was free as well as the Model 3, because of my referrals, got also free mileage. And then finally we stayed the last day from Sunday to Monday at the Albuquerque Uptown Marriott. And that's a very nice location because you get there prime parking spot. There was another Model X Performance in front of me. They got the Tesla charger. I think the night before I got the Tesla charger, but we went to a party there as well. And you see now that's from my dash cam, and the car is plugged in, unfortunately not charging, but they had also a regular level 2 charger where I used my adapter and plugged in there as well to fill up the car to necessary full the next morning in order to continue the trip on Monday morning home to Phoenix. Now, I had at this point of time the Sentry mode activated, and what you can also see, if there are people around there, around your car, there is a recording. There is a Southwest crew stepping into their vehicle, what they got to bring them to the airport. And actually there are probably 2 crews or multiple crews. With the airline, they always stay at these locations, and they probably got special rates for the teams to stay there. But they are watching our prime location, both Teslas being directly in front of the entrance. And some other people wondering why they can't do it. Just buy an electric car and you get prime parking spots at very nice hotels. Good morning, guys. We are on our way back. We just left the hotel about 6:30 in the morning from Albuquerque. There was a destination charger there. Car is fully charged. Next location to stop, like usually, is Gallup, New Mexico. We're gonna arrive there with about 25%. And I will see you next time again for the next stop. Vegas Indian City and clean restaurant. Already passed the border to Arizona, back in the home country. Oops. Excellent. Northland Pioneer College. Okay. Here I am, rock you like a hurricane. Here I am, rock you like a hurricane. Okay guys, what do you think? Driving in a Tesla?
Oh, it's comfortable.
Nice.
Very nice?
Yeah.
Yes, and nice ride. Listening to hard rock at the end. Very well.
Yeah.
All right. So,
It was a good trip.
would you do it again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
of
right.
course.
That's good. Hey, thank you all for watching, and we see you the next time. Good morning, guys. Now, finally, our trip is over, and I inherited something that started very small, tiny small. And what I usually do there when it started that tiny small, I just go immediately to the gas station, and there are some guys who are fixing your window. But if you don't do it and just let the car stand and the expansion of water, it started actually then when Joe told me that there is only about a little bit of a 2-inch of a crack there. And let me show you what a 2-inch of a crack will end up. So it will end up to all across the windshield here. So, and it started all the way from this tiny corner. So what you have to do, and a good advice is, get it immediately glued. If you once hit something in your windshield, check your windshield and get it immediately glued. Now the other disadvantage is now that is, I cannot rent this car out anymore, or I cannot have it someone else test drive it, because it actually should not be in the visible area there. For me it's not so disturbing because I'm sitting very high, but this kind of becoming in a visible area, at least for some people, and I have to have it right away fixed. So, and during that time when you have it fixed, or before you have it fixed, before you get an appointment, this car is not usable anymore and you cannot rent it out. So that's happened. Cannot avoid it because there are a lot of pebbles and little stones are hitting the windshield. But if that happens to you guys, please go immediately to a gas station. There are some people who are fixing it, gluing it, they are drilling it in and putting a certain glue in it, and then that little tiny dot cannot expand to the whole windshield. Alright, that was all. See you next time and stay with us. Thumbs up. Bye bye.
I pressed and say